Or we are going through another nice question, and here it is. And here you see we have an alkyne, which is something with a triple bond, and we have an alkene. This is very easy, right? So if you have only an alkene, right? Let's say we had only an alkene, then we'd count, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say this was not there. This would have been pentene, okay? And if you want to put to show that it's on position 1, you could just do it. But to say 1 pentene or pent 1 in, but just when you write pentene, we know that it's on position 1. Now, if let's say we didn't have the alkene, let's say this was one thing here, and we had it like this, we'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would be pentyne. Alkynes end with "-ine", okay? End with "-ine". Now, when they are both there now, when you have both the alkene and the alkyne, then it becomes pentenyne, okay? It's pentene and pentyne together. So you remove this E and it becomes pentenyne. That is what happens when you have both. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pent, then in 9. That is what happens when you've got both. So it's pentenyne. So here, what do we have? We have pentenyne. But then, now where it becomes nice is you must know how to number. You must know how to number. Yes, it's going to be pentenyne, but the alkene has a position and the alkyne has a position. So what is it now? Well, when we start numbering, since right now we have, I'll start with this part C. So I'll start with the question C and then I'll come back to it. In question C, we have to look for the longest carbon chain that has both the triple bond and the double bond. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It is 5, which is again a pentenyne, right? But then now we would need to number our carbon chain. And when we number, we start with where there is the first, group. We can see that it's here because this double bond is only on position 2. If we count from here, it'll be 1, 2. So you'd meet the first a functional group on position 2. But if I start from here, the first functional group is on position 1. I hope you're getting it. The first functional group is on position 1. We have to give the lowest number possible. So the first functional group is on position 1. So we'll do this. If we count it like this, okay, 4, 5. So here we now know that our alkyne is on, what is the lowest number for alkyne? We know it's on position 1 and 2, but we take this as position 1. Then we take this as position 3. So this is pentenyne, right? Now, what you do is, the "-ine", you're going to put the position where it is, and the "-ine", you put the position. So this becomes what is the position of the "-ine"? 3. So it's pent 3 in, then dash 5 "-ine". So that is what happens. This is going to be pent 3 in, 1 "-ine rather, sorry, it's 1 "-ine. So the 9 is on position 1. So it's pent 3 in, 1 "-ine, and that is the position. What about here? Okay, but here we also have a we also have a methyl on position 3. So this becomes 3 methyl. So it becomes 3 methyl. Okay, you see this methyl group on carbon number 3? It's 3 methyl, pent 3 in, 1 "-ine. That's the location, that's the name of this thing. Now what do? We then go now to this one on part B. What do we have here on part B? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 carbons. So what are we going to do? It's going to be again a pentenyne. Remember to don't put the E for pentene now. It's gone. But it will be pentenyne, right? And then now we have them both on position 1. Remember, both of them can be on position 1. So if I start counting here, I have a functional group on position 1. If I start counting from here, I have another functional group on position 1. So when they are on the same position, where do I count first? Where am I going to count? Well, you give priority to the alkene. If the two things are on the same position in your longest carbon chain, if you're counting, then you give the alkene. So alkene is going to be the 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this now becomes pent 1 in, then 4 "-ine. So it becomes pent 1 in, 4-ine. This is going to be the name, okay? How good is this? I know you'll have it. I know you love it. So this is exactly what it is. Pent-1-ene, 4-ine. Isn't it? That is what it is. And you'd be done with these two. Here it is 3-methyl pent-3-ene, 1-ine. Why? Because it came first. This one is only here. If it was here, then would count from this side, but it's only on this position. So, okay. And that's the same thing you would do if this triple bond was on this position and this double bond was on the first position, then you'd start with the double bond, because you start with the position where you can get the lowest on the first functional group, either functional group. Okay? You are done. I hope you understood what I say. You'd be done, and that is it for B and C. And you're done. Now we're going to the next, number 3. Goodbye for now.